Hello! I look really rough right now, but I need to film this today, right now, because I am moving out. Yes, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sierra. I am a junior at the University of Alabama studying marketing, and I am a resident advisor in the all-girls dormitory, Julia Tutwiler Hall. So the reason I'm moving out is next semester I'm going abroad to Australia, which I'm sure I will talk more about in another video. I have now lived in Tutwiler for a year and a half, like academic year and a half, 3 semesters. So I have been an RA for 3 semesters, and so my first year as a freshman I lived in a suite style dorm, and I did a dorm tour there, so I will link that down below. But Julia Tutwiler is, I'm pretty sure, the oldest dorm on the University of Alabama's campus. She's still standing strong. So it is an all-girls dormitory, traditional style, community bathrooms, the whole shebang. So Julia Tutwiler is getting rebuilt right now, actually, and it will open a year after I graduate, so it's going to take some time. So while that is being built, we're still here. Yes, so Tutwiler is very unique. It is right across from Sorority Row, so a lot of women who live here are in Greek life at Alabama, including myself. So that honestly, in terms of being an RA and what building I could have been assigned to, for me that is one of the reasons why Tutwiler has been the best fit and why I'm very happy I'm here. So kind of explaining my situation, another thing I like about being an RA specifically in this building is having my own room. The traditional style dorms, all of the residents here have a roommate and they share their room together, and then there's the community bathroom, which there's one in each of the 3 hallways and everyone shares the bathroom. But the RAs thankfully get their own room. However, our rooms are a little unique. This room was originally intended way back in the day to be a study room, so that is why it has 2 doors, which I'll kind of explain later. But yeah, so this room would be open to, you know, all the hallways, and girls would come in here to study, and there'd be tables in here, I guess. But then they converted them to RA rooms. So also what I really like about Tutwiler is its location. So it is right next to Starbucks, which is where all my dining dollars go. It is right next to Bryant-Denny Stadium, and some of the rooms actually have like a good view of Bryant-Denny Stadium. I get a view of the parking garage. It's fine. Right next to Bryant-Denny Stadium, and then like I mentioned, for me, since I'm in Greek life, it is right next to my sorority house. It's literally across the street, and that is where I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, so it is very convenient that that's right across. Also, there is a like convenience store in the lobby of Tutwiler. Tutwiler is a 13-floor building, so it houses about 900 women, like I mentioned, most of them in Greek life. But with it being a traditional style, it was very much a shift from my freshman year experience, since you know, you don't have like a kitchen or your own bathroom. So the main thing with that is thinking about all the stuff in your kitchen cabinets or all the stuff in your bathroom cabinets and drawers, and all that has to be in one room. So I feel like the biggest thing is having to be creative with storage solutions, and finding where to put things and making it have a home while still like staying organized and looking nice. So I think I've done a pretty good job and have some tips and tricks. So see throughout the video if you can count how many bins and baskets I have, because it's a lot. And like I mentioned, I'm going abroad. I decided I would start packing up this weekend. I bought some boxes and bubble wrap. I'm just gonna start moving it all. So that is one of the main drawbacks of living in a dorm, is definitely the moving in and out. But for me, I know I wouldn't be in Tuscaloosa during a summer anyway, but moving in and out obviously is a process, but I've done it many times now, so just getting back on the grind of it. So also unique to my experience at Alabama, most people do not live in dorms after their freshman year, but since I've been RA, I've lived in the dorms all 3 years. And I am from Orlando, Florida, so when you're thinking about it, it doesn't sound far because Florida borders Alabama, but being from Central Florida, that is a good 9-10 hour drive. I always fly home, so I think that's very different to my college experience. Is everything I brought with me up here freshman year has stayed in Tuscaloosa. So the summer after my freshman year, I got a storage unit since I knew I would be moving into a dorm again. I was like, might as well leave the stuff here instead of bringing it all home to bring right back. It just didn't make sense logistically. Last summer I did the same thing, had a storage unit. But yeah, so my stuff has kind of accumulated over the years because I've never brought any of it home. I know a lot of people, depending where you live, if you live close to where you go to college or something like that, you might bring stuff back and forth a lot, change things up. Yeah, it is all brought to Tuscaloosa, stayed in Tuscaloosa. So starting with my front door, this is it. So we have to decorate our bulletins to let them know we are the RA. And then I just put pictures of myself, so hopefully they would recognize me in the hallway and know that I was their RA. And then also that's just a game day fan for my sorority. So yeah, I thought those pictures just gave a good overall of who I am. And then this is just from Target, and this was from like the dollar section at Target, and I used the same sign last year and it still works. And then I just have this little rug that is overused from Target as well. When you first walk in, this is kind of an overview from the front door walkway. Okay, so also as you can see, the shape of my room is pretty interesting. With the way I have it set up, it honestly looks pretty big. But the interesting thing about these rooms in Tut for RAs is you never know what furniture you're gonna get. So as you can see, I have like 2 wardrobes and 2 horizontal dressers. But some girls have 1 wardrobe, or their dressers are like these massive vertical ones, or some people don't have this ugly bulletin. So it really just depends. But I like doing this, having my bed against the one wall and then trying to stick the bulky furniture out of the way to leave these windows nice and open, which is what makes it feel bigger. These rooms back in the day were originally intended as study rooms. So as you can see, there's a door here, and this is another door over here, which is permanently locked from the outside, like it doesn't have a handle. But back in the day, they would have both these doors propped open, and this room would be lined with tables for girls to study, I guess. But then they converted them to RA rooms, so that's why it's just a really weird skinny shape. But I really like having all these windows, so I have all this natural light, and it definitely helps having all the shelving just for all the random things that you need. Yeah. So starting with this corner, or this side, I guess. This is what I like to call my kitchen and my living room. So over here I have this coffee cart, and this has my Keurig, which I've had since freshman year, and then just all my different mugs and cups, some breakfast things down there, and that Starbucks bag is where I keep all my K-cups, and I just have this Christmassy mug out since it's the seasons. And then I have, you know, vitamins, and then I have this cute little Alabama towel for whenever I go wash my cups and dishes. And then I have this little welcome dachshund sign, which my sister got me, and it's very cute. We're a dachshund family, so I have that right at my front door. So this bulletin board came with the room. I did not have one of these last year. Honestly, it's pretty ugly. So I covered it with gift wrap paper, just from Target, and then I put these little string lights with paper clips up and just hung some pictures there. So, because I knew I wouldn't actually use it as a bulletin board, so I just used it as a way to show some more pictures. This comes with the room. It's just a mini fridge and microwave. Yeah, so on my fridge I just have some random magnets and knickknacks, also from Target. This is something I've had since freshman year, which I love. I think it's from Home Goods, and so it actually looks like it has fake water in it as well. But these are just some fake pretty flowers that just brighten it all up, you know? And then this is a little frame I threw right there. And then this is a dehumidifier. So I also have this while I've lived in Tut last year as well. So it's not plugged in right now because I have the fairy lights plugged in. But these rooms get really humid, so this helps dehumidify it. So I just have to like empty the water in the back, but it's not that ugly, but I like to like kind of cover it up a little bit so it just blends right in there. And then this is one of the 2 outlets in my room. So I have this little extension cord in a basket, and that plugs in my Keurig microwave, fairy lights, dehumidifier when it's time, and then the other one's for that lamp, so making the most of it. This is a little sign I also have from last year, so it's a black letterboard and I just spray painted it light pink, which you can kind of tell it has some nicks in it, but that's totally fine. And then this chair I've also used starting last year. This is just from Target. Gives a nice little, you know, somewhere different to sit, because honestly I sit a lot on my bed, but sometimes it's nice to change it up because I usually end up laying down. Anyway, traditional dorm problems. So I like this chair and just threw some pillows in it. And then this footstool I bought, or is that what that's called? I forget what it's called, but I bought off someone last year for like $40. I think it's from Target, so I really like that, and they go together well and just complete this whole little area. Also in here I do have some blankets, which is nice if I have people, you know, come over. I have a blanket for them. Really do like having these fairy lights and also this lamp right here, because obviously during the day I get plenty of light with all of these windows, but at night the only lights I have are these, you know, ugly hospital style lights, which just aren't the cutest and not very cozy vibes. So I'll usually just have on the fairy lights and my lamp on at night, just to make it nice and cozy. I dumpster found last year. A lot of girls in Tutwiler will throw their dorm things away, so sometimes there's some good finds, so that was my good find. And then this is a random box I've had since freshman year that's had many different purposes. This is a little dollar can thing that I use to hold my game day buttons. So this is the one I wear every game day for my sorority. And then there's different ones in there for different games. Oh my god, crying, it's fine. Then this is a stringer my good friend in my sorority made me. She is so talented, so sweet. And then this is a little frame which worked well to kind of hold that up on this shelf thing here. And then another frame as well. Okay, and then these, I have way too many mugs, so I just decided to use these for a different purpose, since they're kind of cute and go with my decor. So this has some like lipsticks in it and sunglasses, a Tide to Go stick, and this has more like hair scrunchies and ties in it, and my hairbrush. And then this was actually a flower dish, and I've reused it as a soap dish, so that works really well. Don't worry, I cleaned it out. And then these are 2 bins that I've also had since freshman year, and they have always been used to hold my shoes. At the top usually just ends up the shoes I'm wearing most days, which are my Birks tennis shoes. Also this big ugly thing. So the beauty of Tut and how old she is we don't have any say in the temperature of our room, but we do get to control the airflow, whether it's low, medium, or high. And that is all you get. So I have it off right now, just because it honestly gets really cold even with it on low. So usually when I'm gone for the day, I put it on low, and then when I come back, I turn it off and turn on the dehumidifier. So, because obviously when these are off, that is another problem with the humidity. So yeah, it's pretty ugly. It's kind of covered up with the chair, but you know, we make it work. Also, the great thing about dorms is this ugly tile.
So this I hated, and so the key for me was covering that up to really change the whole vibe of the room. So this massive carpet I bought after my freshman year from someone who was moving out of a dorm, and I've used it every year. So I like it that it's gray, so it's not too dark, but it's definitely dark enough to conceal all the dirt and be good for years to use, as it's already its second year in use. Doing great. But then this rug is just like a cheap rug I got from Target, more for the look of it. It's obviously seen better days. I did the same kind of outlay or layout last year, and just threw this rug away at the end of the year, so I kind of bought it knowing that's what I would do. And then there's always this awkward little section of tile over here, so I just bought this, again, cheap area rug to cover just the tile you can see from away over here, and then also, you know, in front of my closet. So hopefully this is the only portion of the ugly tile you really see in my room. But yeah, so that is my rugs. Okay, so just continuing along this shelf, then over here is where I keep my makeup. So this is actually meant to be like some sort of desk holder thing, but I purposed it for makeup. I got this last year, and same with this. This is meant to hold like pens and pencils, but I use it for makeup brushes, and they both work great. And this is, oh, that's a hair tie. This is a mirror I've had since freshman year at Target. So I'll just stand here in the morning and do my makeup with the natural light. Unfortunately, these blinds are broken. But yeah, so, and then it's just nice so I can see everything and keeps it organized and still looking decent. And then over here is different dishes for my jewelry. I obviously did not clean this up before I started filming this, but usually what I try to do is this gold plate holds the jewelry I'm like grabbing more frequently, and then these will hold like earrings that I'm not using every day because they're more for like game days or different events and things like that. So that's just nice to have them out looking easily accessible, but just not like scattered everywhere. Or I mean they are, but they're scattered within a bin, so it makes up for it. This is my straightener, which I'll usually plug into that outlet. And then these are a bunch of little bins I got for school supplies. So, and then this has more random arts and craftsy supplies, which I mostly use for my RA job, like this blue tape. We have to hang flyers. And I bought my own blue tape because honestly, I was sick of it. Anyway, yeah, you just gotta get creative with storage in a room in Tut. So these things are, again, easy to access, but overall look nice in the room. And then since I'm in this weird skinny room with 2 doors, I do have 2 AC units, and so I can control this one as well. Again, it is off. Really ugly, but it's fine. Then here's my first wardrobe. So these are Zaps. If you're in Greek life, I think at any big southern campus, it's basically the Greek life version of a Polaroid. This is my shower caddy, which just hangs right there, and it has, since it's over the tile, I think it dries pretty fine. And then I also have this damp rid right here, which, as you can see, needs to be changed out. Since I hang like my shower caddy and then, you know, my wet towels, it kind of creates a problem in this type of room, but you just gotta get some dehumidifiers and it's fine. So this is wardrobe number 1, and then this just has like my business clothes and my like cuter weekend tops, and then up here I keep just like random books and school supplies, which I guess I'll be needing to go through. But yeah, so that's where I keep that. And this one has more winter coats and then like dresses for game days and different events. Down there I have some different tote bags and things, and up here I have hats and more purses, and in that bin some like fanny packs and wintry things as well. And then these towels are just hung up with command hooks, and they have worked pretty great. Yeah, so recommend. And then again, getting creative with storage. So on the top I put all these different bins, just to hold different things that I don't need access to very easy, but I still need a home for. So I'm pretty sure in this one is like papers and old memories and things like that. This has, oh, here, I'll pull this one down. This has just extra like Kleenex, baggies, Tide to go, bounce dryer sheets, damp rid, just like random supply things. And then as you can see back there, I hid my toolbox, which I pull out just at the beginning of the year to hang things on my walls and for random things like that. This one has some more extra papers. You can see some like thank you cards right there or pictures or something. This has more like medicine things. This has all my extra coffee mugs that I don't use, but I still want to keep them. And this has extra, like, you can see my makeup bags up there and like beauty bath products, things like that. So yeah, so those look pretty good up there, and again, keeps it nice contained, still looking nice, but gives it a home to live. This mirror actually was hanging on this door, as you can see the command strips, and it worked pretty well. It just fell last week, and as I mentioned, since I'm starting to pack up, I decided not to rehang it. So again, with this door being permanently closed, I decided to hang my shoe rack here, and it works great. So these are like shoes and sandals, which again, I'm like not using on the daily. You can see they're kind of like my business shoes from my summer internships. But yeah, again, still need a home. So that works great, looks cute, keeps them organized. And then over here I have my bigger rain boots, some paint shoes and cowboy boots. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is a little frame I've had, well, honestly, since before freshman year. I had it from my room in high school, but I really like it. You should cut the pictures in squares and it looks really cute. Then I had this 3-wide dresser drawer again since freshman year, so just more storage for more clothes and things. So I just used this bin on top to hold extra clean towels. And then this is kind of a mess, but this is where I just hold random bath products. So whenever I'm like going to the bathroom, I just grab my toothbrush, grab my contact solution or dry shampoo, deodorant, whatever it may be, but because I don't need all of this with me in the bathroom at all times. So I just have my shower caddy for when I shower, and then whatever I need when I'm doing my bathroom things, I grab it as I need it. So that's just its home and stays in that little nice container. So yeah, so that's this half of the room. And then down here you can see I keep my laundry hamper, and behind it is my suitcase. Fun little hack, I guess, is if you do have a big suitcase and a carry-on, I used to put my carry-on in my big suitcase and then put them back there, which fit pretty well. Yeah. So also to explain this is not something I had last year, this is new, but I saw this at Target and they call it like a throw bed. So I'm not sure what purpose like most people would use it for, but I kind of liked it since when I invite people over, I don't really, you know, like have much seating necessarily. So it kind of just makes like the ground more comfy if like multiple people are in here. It gives them somewhere to sit. Also looks cute, so I kind of like made it look like a mini couch, which, you know, gets the job done. So that's just a cute little throw bed on this rug. So the one thing I have changed every year, as I have lived in a dorm every year, has been my bedding. So I always do duvet covers, so I've had the same comforter, but just change out the duvet just to give like a different look, kind of freshen it up. So this is the one I got this year. Yeah, so the bedding is new from Target, but all these pillows have accumulated over the years. This I got new this year. I always like getting one of these, I don't know what you call it, not a body pillow, but one of the ones with like, you see what I mean. But because since my bed is mainly where I sit most of the time I'm hanging out, it's nice to have a little back support. So then up here I always just do like a little collage of frames above my bed, so all of these frames I've had since freshman year, and just change out the pictures. So these two prints are from Francesca's, and again, had those since freshman year. And then as I mentioned, down here are these two dressers which came with my room, and those hold most of my clothes. So that is this wall in my bed area. And then over here, this I bought last year, again, getting creative with storage. So like these have snacks, this has like plastic bags and random bags I'll use whenever I need it. This has random like kitchen stuff, so just like plasticware, cups, things for my Keurig. This has like cleaning stuff I need to grab randomly, so like my laundry, Tide Pods, Febreze, wipes, just so I have easy access to those. This is a fun one. This is what I call like my theme fun box. So being in a sorority, we have lots of different random themes and you never know what you're gonna need. So I've accumulated a lot of random things over the year that I never want to give away because trust me, it comes in handy when you need it. So that stays there. And then this just has like random like tech cords and stuff. And then this has my paper plates. So that is this little tower, and again I've used that since last year. And then I got this last year, I forget from where, but it's cute with the little clips and everything. And this I've had since high school or freshman year, just a cute little S. Yeah, and I think it brings this whole little moment together. This lamp I've had since freshman year, and I just didn't have a spot for it this year and I never got rid of it, so it's honestly just been chilling there, which is fine. And then I have this hook for my cute Calvin Klein purse. Since it matches the room, I was like, you know what, why not hang it there? So yeah. And then down here is where I just keep my slippers, which I will slip on walking around the hall, and then also my shower shoes. And then this little step is from TJ Maxx, and I've had this since last year, so I like that it's cute since it's kind of out in the middle of the room. But yeah, I do have my bed raised, so I can put these dressers under there, which again just gives me so much more space, whereas some other girls have it lined up against this wall, and you can only imagine when you have any type of big furniture on this wall with a bed, it just makes like what would be this in-between so skinny. Yeah, so putting those under there definitely is a space saver for sure. And also to address this ugly pipe thing, again, just one of those things about being in a really old dorm. Yeah, just kind of ignore it. Thankfully it's up there, and when you're looking this view you don't see it, but yeah, since I'm in this end room, I have this going across the entire room, so that's fun. So yeah, I just think frames and pictures, as you've seen throughout my room, are really just the easiest way to decorate, and it makes it so personable. And then you can have the frames every year, but then it's always fresh and new when you change out the pictures. So that is really how I like to decorate my walls.